Yo, what is up, everyone? Hope all's going well for you. Welcome back to Get Jack. Now today, we are continuing off here in Ragnarok. Yes, we're back in Ragnarok, and they just added a whole new section onto the map. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to go check it out, basically see what we've got to work with. It's been kind of a long-awaited part. It was supposed to be added with the last one, I believe, but then it was pushed back. So it's going to be all of that unexplored area that we have down in that bottom right-hand corner. I thought it was actually going to be a lot more. I thought it was going to be like a quarter of the map, but unless like a lot of the ocean has changed, I mean, it's not looking that huge. So maybe it won't be that huge of a difference, but I mean, I definitely want to see what's going on and where the spots are, because just keeping up with this map is enough. Alright, we're coming into our first spot. I can see the desert in the background. Now, this area is going to be more of a Scorched Earth type desert. A continuation of what they've already started on the other part of this map. So, I'm going to try and just fill in all this fog area so we can just basically get whatever we haven't seen before. Now, okay, this is where forest meets desert. Got a massive river. We got a Tapajara just tweaking out over there. Don't think that's, you know, map specific, but we've also got this awesome looking waterfall, really big. Probably couldn't incorporate it into much of a PvP build. There's too many high cliffs and stuff around this area where people could easily snipe from and hide. I feel like this area in general would just be kind of hard. I mean, if you're a small tribe, probably really good to hide within these cliffs and stuff. Got a little pillar there. Doesn't look like it'd be very good because of all the elevation around it, though, for building. You don't want people to have, like, you know, a perfect shot down at everything you've got. Alright, let's see what else we've got. I'm going to make sure that I'm following my path here, I hope. Okay, let's go through here. This looks new. I mean, I don't really know. There's some, I don't know, decent amount of metal in there. Sorry, this is part of the map that I really don't know that much about, and kind of why I wish they would almost release new Ragnarok servers now that they've finished the map. Well, it is 99% complete. I don't think you get much of a base up on top of this pillar, unless it was really small. But they say it's 99% complete. I think there's supposed to be like a cave still added or something, but I wish they would almost release new ones, you know? There's these huge sections of the map that most of us don't ever see, because if you built up when the servers came out, you're probably far from most of these areas. Is this a little cave? Nope. Just goes through. Now, that's a disappointment. Actually, I should probably look around a little bit on foot, actually. Something in here. Yeah, I think in this region there's going to be a lot of little spots like this. It's kind of like the canyon. It looks really similar to the canyon, but with a Scorched Earth colored rock and sand and stuff. I want to kind of get around here on foot just because it'll give us a better scale of stuff. I know when I'm flying over stuff, it's hard to see like how big things are, and like, are those going to come out? I think we should be okay. I don't think they'll come after me. Their AI is just not on point. Alright, so there we go. I want to get a good look over this. Pretty cool area, I would say. Probably not a place where you'd want to build if you were a big tribe. Maybe if you're trying to hide, but definitely not someplace where a big tribe could fit unless you took over the entire thing. Now, I'm just going to kind of go through everything that I can find. Anything interesting, I'm just going to go through this whole section, but obviously we don't need to go through all the boring stuff. I'll cut through that. No. Don't you do this to me, ARK. No, please. If I got my wyvern stuck in the first spot we came to, this is going to be a huge disaster. Ragnarok devs, what are you doing? Alright, I somehow freed my wyvern. I've continued along the river. There's a small sandstone outcropping just a little bit further down. Basically, same area. And I found a little cave thing here. I don't know what it is, but nope, never mind. I thought it was a cave. Well, actually, I guess it's like a little cavern. We've got a bunch of crystal in here. You could definitely fit a Quetzal in here as well with an Anki to get all this. So, crystal is definitely one of the things that is annoying to get here. Okay, this is all crystal in here. This could actually be pretty good. I would come here over the fog cave for sure. I think there'd actually be a decent amount of crystal in here. So you could definitely come here for farming if you were in this kind of biome-ish area, but I wouldn't build in here. Alright, here we go. So this is something really interesting. Now, I flew through a good chunk of it, and it looks like just, you know, desolate desert. That's the kind of area that I've flown over so far. I've been trying to cover it at night. We'll get into some of the cool parts during the daytime, but they actually have Scorched Earth drops here. They have cave drops like the red ones, just like in normal Scorched Earth. So hopefully they're just as good, but I think that's crazy. Like, I was actually flying through the desert, and I was like, you know, if they have drops out here, that would be something. Come along. Here we go. That's a primitive sword, really. Alright, maybe they're not as good, but, I mean, they're red cave drops. I feel like they definitely have the potential, but that's interesting that they actually threw those out here. And just another way to get drops on Ragnarok. Got a couple of canyons going through here. A really huge supply of metal nodes just in this section. I think this actually might be... That's borderline the area that was already there. So that might actually be part of it. This is going to be pretty much the edge of where... Wait. Actually, this was here before, but it's different. Because this was not here before, this bridge. Okay. So where we are right now is the old section. This was already here. But this lake was different. This lake had it did not have this bridge, and it didn't have these ruins and stuff here. So they didn't just add stuff to it. They actually changed up. See, somebody's gate is right there. So this was here, but this was not. This 100% is not. I would have known. I would have, like, remembered this, okay? I can be forgetful, but I'm not gonna forget this thing. Alright, yeah, that is a player's. I didn't know if it was maybe part of the terrain. But yeah, that means... What is this? Oh, wow. Look at... So... Someone actually had a base here. Someone had a base here. This was that huge cliff that overlooked the water. And they actually just completely removed the cliff. And their foundations are still there. They removed the cliff and just added in this. That's weird. There's actually a Titan spawn in the desert. Okay. Alright, so they removed that cliff. I hope nobody on official... Well, I mean, this is official. They were built there, but I mean... I hope nobody got their, like, main base destroyed because of that. That would be not good. Because I don't think they warned anybody about that. So we've got ruins. Okay, this one's, like, not even textured all the way in, I feel like. Unless they could cut in perfect angles. Perfect blocks. How did I just take damage there? I feel like that was barely a jump. Alright, stairs. I feel like there should be like a new cave or something that they added, but I'll have to keep my eye out. Maybe there'll be a hole or entrance. Okay, so these ruins, I mean, they have a lot of flat areas. You could definitely work with this or make it a build. This is one that you could actually definitely turn into something, I think, because look at how flush all the walls are. If you line things up correctly, you could fit them in here. As long as it doesn't take like the 6 times damage from caves. Alright, let's continue to explore this area. I feel like this is going to be a big portion of the new stuff. What is this, rubble? We've got some rubble. For all you rubble fans out there. Barney Rubble. Okay, just another little structure with perfectly cut stone. Is there no entrance? Can I not get in this thing? What the heck? Where's the door? There's no door. Alright, you gotta fly on top of this stuff. Interesting, there's not stairs leading in between all of this. I don't know. You could fit small bases within this stuff. It's a little hut. And then, of course, the bridge. A couple more ruins. Sorry, I'm like dying of hunger here. Kind of struggling a bit. It is hot out here. So, definitely like Scorched Earth. It feels like a lot like Scorched Earth, but I don't know. Then again, it's just a flat desert, so I hope it's not all like this. Let's go check out this stuff over here. There might be something in here. We must see. This is all new ruins. Now, I don't really understand the big ruins like this, because the problem with these is, like, who's going to use it? It's too variable. People can easily get behind pillars and stuff like that. They block turrets. So nobody's going to build here. So if you don't have a cave here, I feel like there should be a drop location, or since there aren't any explorer notes on Ragnarok, that's kind of out of the picture, but I don't know. It's not like that many people come here to just, you know, sightsee. Besides me, I guess. But, I mean, it's new. We gotta check it out. Alright, I'm gonna live off berries. Let me get back my wyvern. I'll check the area. I just felt like there would have been a cave or something. You know how in Scorched Earth, when you get to these areas, there's like the cave entrances and stuff? Or at least the one of them is. And nothing. Nothing cool. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, here we go. New location right here. Another desert drop. So there can be 2 on the map at a time. I don't know, there could be more for sure. But on a Scorched, you know, there's a limit, so I'd assume it's the same here. Okay, alright, Ascendant. I mean, that's not a good blueprint, but what it does tell us is they can be good blueprints, you know? Is that a Giga? Are you serious? They added another Giga spawn. Level 60. Okay. So I'm assuming they just dropped the update maybe an hour ago, so I'm assuming he spawned within this region. So this will be about the spot where a Giga spawns. You're going to get down to get that drop, and bam, done. Alright, there's got to be more. I think we might have to be checking out the ocean here soon. Alright, so the ocean seems to be actually something that they added a bit to. So there's like this archipelago of just islands. Just like a ton of them. It's kind of hard to see, because unless you came out here and explored it, they're pretty far off the mainland. Now, okay. It looks like a reef almost, like a coral reef. Is this like intended to be built upon? It is really desolate, but you wouldn't have any resources, so you'd have to literally farm the ocean. But what the heck would you do out here? Like, seriously. If you were to build something out here, I don't understand the point of these. Whole bunch of little pillars coming out of the water. Maybe like underneath this, like under the water, it's just amazing. But I'm not seeing it above. I'm trying to get a look. I'm trying to see what's under there. Hope I don't miss anything by not going under the water. But usually people don't like the underwater stuff anyway, so I'm not going to like swim around and just check, because I don't know. Looks like a coral reef to me. Unless they added some cool underwater cave or something, which Ragnarok needs. None of the maps have caves that compare to the islands underwater caves. They're actually like them. Alright, I'm not seeing anything of interest. It is really shallow in some parts, though. So, I mean, if you wanted an aquatic / land build, I mean, I think you could come out here, but I'm just trying to see if there's at least one good island. Maybe one with resources, metal, obsidian, crystal, nothing. Kind of wondering what these things are. They're spread out on these little islands. It looks like wood, maybe? Yep. Okay, so when you move your floatsome out here, your raft and your dinos, you'll have wood at least, but nothing else. So don't do it. Just don't even think about it. There's got to be something interesting underwater because it's just a bunch of rocks over here. It's like, why even come out here? What is the benefit? I want to know. Can I land my wyvern on like these shallow parts? Like, could you just build a base on this? I mean, you probably could, but okay, so I found pretty much, I think, most of the spots that are interesting. I wish I would have found like a cave or something. I feel like that's something that there definitely could be another one of out in this area, but we've got some crystal out in this spot. So I think this could be a decent area for crystal. I mean, if you wanted to set up a farming thing, but I don't see too many people like building out in this part of the Scorched Earth. There's nothing like necessarily interesting about it, or more interesting than the other Scorched Earth that they added. That seemed to have more, I don't know, building locations, I guess, and this seems more resource or drop oriented. I don't know. Titans and Gigas spawning out here too, so kind of weird, but I'll see if I can find anything else. Alright, we've got another ruins down the river. This is it. I wish they would add like a drop or something to them. We've got a dock. And I don't know, what are these? I think these might be like prefab buildings. You build your little base in here if you're starting out, and if you get raided, you get raided. I don't know. Otherwise, they're just decoration, or I don't know, RP fuel. I don't really know, but it's here, so it's flat. I guess you could build on it, but why would you? We've got a nice piece of the landscape, I guess. Kind of disappointed that they didn't add more. I don't know. I like the ruins, I do, but you gotta add stuff to make them seem cool, you know? The environment that they're in is just like Scorched Earth, really. Maybe I can go in there. Nah, that looks just like rubble. Little circle building. Yeah, I don't know. This is pretty much what I found, and I've scoured this area. A lot of it is pretty much just flat desert, and at least you get the drops out of it. I mean, that's pretty cool. Alright, made our loop back to the waterfall area that we started in, and that's that. We made a full pass around the map, checked out all the unexplored areas that we have yet to see, and I would say probably the coolest part about the whole section is the fact that we now have Scorched Earth drops on Ragnarok. I mean, that is, I gotta say, there's two reasons why I would go to Scorched Earth. The drops in the desert, and Mantis, you know, for polymer. And now we've got both of those on Ragnarok. Why would you ever go there? Seriously, it kind of takes away the whole point of it. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think, and if I missed anything, definitely toss that down there. I'd like to know. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up and or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and of course, we'll catch you next time.